Violent weather. When Mother Nature gets hostile, many climates offer consistency, which helps maintain the smoothness of people's everyday lives. What adds texture are weather events that come with the progress of the seasons, such as when it warms up enough for a gentle spring, rain or cools enough for the first winter snowfall. When the weather stays the same for too long a period, many people feel bored and anxiously await the next big challenge. Weather provides drama for people's everyday lives. Sometimes, however, weather becomes more than dramatic. It develops into something downright dangerous and destructive. Raging thunderstorms, tornadoes, and hurricanes, and weather events that are awesome and frightening in their intensity. On planet Earth, these three phenomena are natural and of nature can wreak havoc when they occur. Thunderstorms. The most common violent weather event is a thunderstorm. A major thunderstorm can dump several inches of rain on the land in a short amount of time and generate stiff winds. Danger generated by the thunderstorms including flash floods, hail, and lightning. With lightning being the most dangerous because it occurs with every thunderstorm, thunderstorms form when a large mass of warm, moist air rises high into the atmosphere and cools. One way warm air rises is by observing heat from the ground. This often happens on summer days as the ground plains gains plentiful heat from the sun and then loses it. Warming the air above it, warm, moist air can be pushed aloft when it collides with a cold front. Cold air is denser than warm air, so the warm air rises up and over the boundary of a cold front. As the warmer air reaches higher altitudes, it expands, which causes it to cool. After it chills enough, water vapor in the air condenses, turns from a gas to a liquid, and forms puffy clouds called cumulus clouds. Some cumulus clouds expand into cumulonimbus clouds, huge clouds with a large spreading area at the top that produce thunderstorms. When great amounts of water can be condensed within a cumulonimbus cloud, the water grows too heavy to stay in the cloud, and it falls as rain. A major storm provides intense water rainfall in a brief amount of time, which can cause flash flooding and wipe out farms, homes, and can even cause death for those unprepared for the massive downpour. At the same time, strong downdrafts of air from the cloud may produce stiff winds at ground level. There are two main kinds of thunderstorms, original and surf. Ordinary thunderstorms are the typical storms that occur in the summer, and usually lasting from 30 to 60 minutes and providing welcome relief from the heat. Surf and huge rolling storms can last several hours, producing extremely heavy rains and high winds that increase people's anxiety. Thunderstorms may also generate hail, with large hailstones, sometimes as big as baseballs or even larger. About 10% of the thunderstorms are classified as surf. The biggest danger from all thunderstorms is lightning. Lightning is literally a giant spark in the sky, and it can cause wildfires and it can kill. Lightning is caused by a buildup of electric charges in storm clouds. A lightning bolt is a flow of electric charges seeking opposite changes either in the clouds or on the ground. The bolts that shoot down from the clouds to the ground are dangerous to people. A lightning bolt passes through a narrow channel of air, which is flash heated to the temperature of about 54,000 Fahrenheit, or about 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. The explosive heat causes the air in the channel to expand violently. The expansion produces a shock wave that we hear as thunder, which is how thunderstorms get their name. Tornadoes. Some supercell thunderstorms generate the most violent weather phenomena on Earth, tornadoes. A tornado is a large spinning funnel-shaped cloud that extends downward from the base of a large storm cloud. Many tornadoes have a narrow snail-like appearance, while others appear like wide columns up to a mile across. A tornado moves along the ground with a forward speed averaging 30 miles per hour. Though some travel more than twice as fast, the funnel produces a strong updraft, sucking up almost everything in its path that isn't securely fastened to the ground, including vehicles and mobile homes. Most tornadoes assume a darker appearance once they touch the ground. The result of dirt and debris they have sucked up. Tornadoes can strike almost anywhere in the world, but about 75% of them occur in the United States. Approximately 750 tornadoes occur in the United States every year, killing an average of 100 per people annually. Most U.S. tornadoes occur in a large area of the central United States known as Tornado Alley. This Great Plain region, perfectly designed for the development of tornadoes, have flat terrain that allows cold, dry air from Canada to meet moist, warm air from the Gulf of Mexico. When large masses of these two kinds of air converge, the result is often supercell thunderstorms, perfect thunderstorm generators. A major thunderstorm can have winds that rotate at fast speeds faster than 300 miles per hour. A really powerful tornado can tear a wood frame house off its foundations and lift it far into the air. Its path of destruction may extend for up to 50 miles. One of the most powerful tornadoes ever recorded ripped through the suburban Oklahoma City on May 3rd. 1999. As part of the 4-day onslaught of the twister in Tornado Alley, Doppler radar clocked the tornado's winds at 318 miles per hour. The tornado killed 36 people and destroyed more than 10,000 homes and other buildings. Hurricanes. From sheer violence in a limited land, nothing can match a major tornado. The people who live along seacoasts know that hurricanes can cause extensive destruction across a much wider swath of land. A hurricane is an enormous rotating storm that develops over warm ocean waters in the summer or fall. Most hurricanes occur in the Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Caribbean Sea. When some develop in the northeastern Pacific Ocean, the same kinds of storms occur in the western Pacific and Indian Oceans. They are called typhoons or tropical cyclones. A hurricane starts with an area of low air pressure, with winds moving in the circular motion around it. A low pressure area drafts up warm, moist air from the sea below and grows into a tropical storm. And moisture condenses into clouds, releasing a great amount of energy. If the storm continues to grow, powered by that energy, its winds may reach a speed of 74 miles per hour. At that point, the storm can become a hurricane. From space, a hurricane looks like a huge pinwheel. The outer parts of the pinwheel form a towering mass and rapidly circling storm clouds. At the center of the pinwheel is called the area of the eye of the hurricane, where there is no wind or rain. A hurricane can be up to 600 miles wide. When a hurricane comes ashore, it enters coastal areas with hammering rain and buffets. Coastal areas with hammering rain and buffets them with heavy winds, and winds of major hurricane can extend 150 miles per hour, strong enough to rip the roofs of many houses. Gusts from the major hurricane can match the wind speed of the most powerful tornado. The biggest danger for low-lying communities is the wall of water called a storm surge, which is forced towards land by the strength of the winds. The storm surge of a major hurricane can be up to 20 feet high, and it can cause extensive flooding and loss of their life far inland. One of the worst hurricanes that hit the United States in recent years was Hurricane Katrina in August 2005. A hurricane caused severe destruction and killed thousands of sailors along the Gulf Coast in the states of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Conclusion: people can protect themselves from some elements of devastating weather, but they can't escape for parts of the United States with no tornadoes or hurricanes, maybe brawling summers or harsh winters. On the East Coast, earthquakes and bruce fires often make up the moderate weather. When choosing a place to live, it's probably most important for people, rather than worrying about the extreme or the worst climates that may occur, to consider an area general climate. That's the weather that will provide whether the consistency of drama they seek.